From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
19, here we go, stack, go!
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Dragon 60.
From the gun, here's Willis. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 35, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. Rolls with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. The RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
On the return, it's Rodgers. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow here on goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Shotgun snap to Willis. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They go play action with Willis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Now Willis. He's able to find Melton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw, Willis. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers to return it. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Willis now off of play action. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down and 3.
Come on. 65 catch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Willis. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ready.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Panthers 60. Panthers 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw, Willis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 21 yards there on third down.
21 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Got it. Ready?
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Ready.
Willis looking to throw it. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 5 from the 8.
Ready.
Willis on the option to the right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 70 Lions, 60 Mavericks, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cowboy 80, 79 Broncos. Go check. Warriors 70. Let's go.
Here's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Roman Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Mahomes going to change things up. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Second and a couple. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 49-yard line.
Second down and a yard.
Hey, 43.
And again, it's Mahomes. Mahomes will do it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Attack!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Second and 10.
Yellow. Let's go, Louie. Hey, Ripley. Hey, 57, 57.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Clinton. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Willis. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Warriors, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 79 Bronx, trap 50, trap 50.
Willis will look to throw it. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
19 Tigers.
Now Willis to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Okay,
now on
ready?
3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
19, 6, Mustang 19.
Again, Willis to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And practically it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now here's Mahomes. tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Okay, now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Willis with a quick throw out wide. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Bo Melton from 10 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Clinton. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Yellow.
They'll run on 1st down. Clinton. He's got it to the 43 here.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, little lady!
Now a handoff up the middle. Clinton. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 38. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Yellow.
Mahomes takes it himself. And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 57, 57. Attack! Yellow.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one complete to Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
This 2nd and 4.
19 tight, 19 tight, 70, hot, ready.
Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
34-yard line.
On the jump.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Come on, come on.
Here's Pacheco once again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Viking 18.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Let's go.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Check match. 18, 5 years. 79 Broncos.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's free at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Willis back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Ready? Back all 80. Ready?
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission.